Hudson, Kenny, and myself, we went to Vid Summit. And what is this Vid Summit? Vid Summit it's a bunch of YouTube people who come together. Daryl Ives is the guy who put this together. He's the guy that trained me on how to do the YouTube stuff that I'm doing. We learned a bunch of stuff, and I tell people my mind was about ready to explode. I'm also going to talk to you about some things that happened during Vid Summit, and some of the things I did. I joined a mastery group and what that is, and so on and so forth. So the Vid Summit, we booked it, and the first workshop or seminar I went to was about a girl who, what she does is she helps people get government contracts, okay? Which is a very small niche, okay? What we do is probably a bigger niche than hers. And she went on to talk about all these different things, and it made me realize that I'm making a big deal out of this stuff, and I shouldn't be making this big a deal out of this stuff. I should go ahead and pull off a couple little courses on how to do some of the stuff that we're doing and get it out there. And she's making about a little bit less than $7,000 a month. I figured it out was like $2.8 million a year. So now she's got all kinds of different courses she's selling, and she was showing us where she was making her money in each one of these different things. Each one of these things are things that we're going to do that we haven't done yet that are going to make a boatload of money. My biggest struggle right now is the SEO and the website and all the stuff like that, and getting this stuff put up. I guess what I really need to do is I need to sit down with Logan and see if we can take a more serious approach to what we're doing and get me some additional help. Because I can learn all the SEO stuff and the website stuff, the backlinks and all that stuff. I've done well in the sense that the business has grown to where it is. But having these professionals analyze our website and everything, it's not done very well. We're missing out on a lot. I can learn all this stuff, or I can hire somebody. I have a huge distrust for the industry. I've had the last experience we had with a advertising agency. They're like, okay, I'm talking to them on the phone and say, okay, and I explain everything I'm doing, and like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and it's cost you $1,000 a month, and plus your ad spend. And we got started with them, and the first thing they did was turn our ads off. Now, we just got hit by a hurricane in Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, our area, and we had recently decided to go into machine-driven demolition, which we didn't do for the first 9 years of our business, or 8 years of our business, and so we didn't have any traction in that, so I needed to advertise. So I started advertising, and we picked up some jobs. Okay, these are picking up jobs outside of our sphere of influence. Now, at the same time, we went crazy and advertised and did our email blasts, and everybody we talked to, we told them we're doing machine-driven demolition, and we have a good reputation, and we have more Google reviews than anybody else in our marketplace. So we pulled out pretty strong. But you know what? We missed out on so much work. So the first thing they did, I let them have control. They shut all my ads off. They put theirs on, and for 4 months, it never came out of learning mode. 4 months. So I'm talking to the guy, and I would call and try to talk to the guy that I talked to, and he never said that he was going to push me over to someone else. And I could barely get him on the phone. And when I get him on the phone, he'd tell me everything I wanted to hear, and then they wouldn't do anything. And if you listen to Alex Hormozy, I met a guy, his name's Roger Wakefield. He's had the same experiences. They take your money and they don't do what they say. What they do is everybody needs this stuff. So they know that they can get your money, and they don't really give a crap if they get any results. And that's been my experience. This is like the third or fourth one that I've used over the years. So how aggravating. So I took it back over, and we're like 2 or 3 months out on our machine-driven demolition. we're at that part of the year where if I could advertise more and get more traction, we would do much better, because this time of the year, I got two seasons. I got the season when everybody's here, in other words, wintertime for the rest of the United States. And then I got the season that when everybody isn't here. And what they do is they put moratoriums on these buildings, moratoriums, and like you can't work on these buildings in season. And the logic is, okay, let's say one guy wants to put in tile. Well, you got jackhammers running for 3 or 4 days. And then the next guy, because the other guy's doing tile, he wants to do his tile. And next thing you know, the whole time that everybody's here, they got jackhammers running in their buildings, and that there's no relaxation in that. Those jackhammers, you could have one in, let's say it's a 100-unit building. You can have one in the farthest right bottom level, and the guy on the penthouse on the other end of the building can hear it like it's in his room. It's very loud. And I understand that. So when they leave, there's a shortage of everything here, and every trade does just their job. So it's kind of different than what I've dealt with in the past up north. So what would happen is, let's say you get your framing up, get your drywall up, 2 different subcontractors, they get it finished, they get the walls finished, and you have the tile guy come in. Well, the framing guy took too long, so the tile guy missed his window. Well, the tile guy, the next job the tile guy is going to do is going to take him a week or 2, because they're small guys. So now you got to wait for this guy a week or 2. Well, you're trying to do a year-long renovation in about 6 months. So this gets very hairy. So when they get someone like us who can come in and get them ready very, very quickly, they love it. And, we haul off the debris, and we're able to work in the high rises, and we rarely ever make a problem for them. So it's a beautiful thing. So at any rate, the word of mouth here, we're expanding into the next market north of us. The problem we have with that is that we don't have a presence up there, and my advertising that I'm doing is not working very well. And after meeting one of the guys from Bid Summit, and I went back to his shop, and he explained, he looked up my site in that, and he's had the same problem. So he's going to start offering this this service, and I'm tempted to use him, but at the same time, he's a wildly popular YouTuber, and when I saw him at Bid Summit, I tried to talk to him about 20 times, and he's constantly just being pulled in 20 different directions, so that makes me nervous as well. So anyway, this is us talking about going into this next market, and and when I learned this last week, so tomorrow I have a meeting with an SEO company. There was an SEO, not just SEO. This is another company out there, and what they do is I can put ads out, and it'll blast the ads out to all the different social media outlets, and it's all automated. You queue it up and send it off. So like I said, my head's about ready to explode. There's so many different things, so I got to kind of figure out which direction we're going to go in. I'm going to meet with those people tomorrow. I'm going to talk to Logan some more. I may just go offline for a while. I'm still waiting. The editing on the books is underway. Till I get those books done, the additional advertising we need to do is necessary. And honestly, I know so much about the advertising. I just don't know it at the level that I should. So for me to learn it, I don't think it would take that long, and I think it would go pretty quick. So kind of torn on that one. So, but anyway, it's Remove It Pro's Pure Entrepreneur, and we'll see you on the next video.